Vice-champion of Russia and leading figure skater of Genia Plushenko, Sofya Muravyova, suddenly remained behind the ice shows of her native academy. While in the coming season her school colleagues will habitually combine performances in competitions and in various fairy tales, she will focus exclusively on sports. Not so bad, even if it were the desire of the single skater herself. Perhaps, without this distraction, her training will become more effective, and her results at the competitions will increase. But Sofya herself clearly did not plan to limit herself to tournaments alone. But he cannot reveal the reason for what is happening. The producer of all performances, Yana Rudkovskaya, tried to shed light on the foggy story. However, her version that it was not possible to agree on a fee with Muravyova only gave rise to further questions. Another concern is the fact that, according to Sonya, she no longer communicates with Alexandra Trusova, the main prima of the ice shows of Plushenko's Angels, who previously inspired her. Is this a coincidence or a clue? In any case, the situation is definitely more complicated than it is presented in the public space. Typically, Plushenko's Angels are criticized for their skaters combining participation in competitions and shows. Sometimes it really seems that the Academy's wards spend an order of magnitude more time on rehearsals and the performances themselves than other active athletes. Nevertheless, hardly anyone wanted Plushenko's best student, 17-year-old Sofya Muravyova, to not perform anywhere at all except in competitions. The graceful artistic girl is a godsend for theatrical ice performances. The audience has already fallen in love with her, and is happy to expect more interesting roles from her. It is no coincidence that Sonya's fans asked her on social networks whether she would be involved in Plushenko's show in the upcoming season. Many noticed that she was missing from the new posters, and were worried if everything was okay. The single skater's answer, alas, was not encouraging. Due to circumstances that do not depend on me, unfortunately, no. Sonya didn't reveal any more details, but it's obvious. At least she didn't mind continuing to skate in the show. During last year's New Year's holidays, she first received the main role in Swan Lake, and performed it with great delight. During the show, I believed in myself more, liberated myself, felt the role of the White Swan, and I even felt somehow more free to skate. I am very grateful to Evgeny Viktorovich Plushenko and Yana Alexandrovna Rudkovskaya for giving me the opportunity to play the main role. Muravyova shared with Match TV. Evgeny Plushenko, in turn, never hid that he was very proud of his students' successes on the ice. He was especially delighted by Sonya's versatility, which allows her to cope with different images with brilliance. Sonya has a lot of roles, because she is unique in this regard. She can also play White Swan in Swan Lake. He can play, beautify, make hands here, leave, gesticulates. And then play Marie's mother in a Nutcracker. It is multifaceted. Plushenko said in an interview with Chinese TV. How did it happen that such a unique figure skater is no longer participating in the show of her native academy? Isn't this a huge loss for the organizers? They left behind, in fact, one of the main stars of their performances. Yana Rudkovskaya, as the person responsible for commercial affairs and production in Plushenko's Angels, tried to explain everything clearly. But her version, it was not possible to agree on a fee, is missing important details. We offered Sonya key, leading roles in the show, including filming in all the promos of our fairy tales. Alas, we could not agree on the fee, so Sonya decided not to participate in the show, and concentrate only on sports in season. Evgeny supported her in this. This is her decision, and I respect it. I am very sorry that Sonya will not grace our shows this season. Rudkovskaya wrote on social networks. If Sonya was not satisfied with the proposed fee, then why did she tell subscribers that she was not participating in fairy tales, due to circumstances beyond her control? It seems that some links in this story were deliberately missed. Of course, the girl could have meant that her parents had the final say in salary negotiations, and she was forbidden to negotiate for an amount that did not meet expectations. Or you need to take everything literally. The size of the fee is determined by the producer, and Sonya is unable to influence this decision. She asked for more, but they didn't give it, and she refused to write in principle. But, honestly, it's hard to believe that the athlete gave an ultimatum to demand an increase in her salary. Except that she was offered less than before. Or less than, say, one of her colleagues below her rank. For example, an urgent need arose to save money on someone, and the lot fell on the devoted, hardworking Sonya. Like, she will nobly endure everything and will not start a rebellion. Adding fuel to the fire is the fact that Sonya unfollowed Alexandra Trusova on social networks and admitted, also answering questions from subscribers, that they no longer communicate. This is a significant factor, since the Russian rocket has been getting the best roles in Plushenko's ice shows in recent years, and next season she will play Maleficent in Sleeping Beauty and Cinderella, in the play of the same name. Many probably hope to see the tandem of Sonya and Sasha at least in Sleeping Beauty. Muravyova was ideally suited for transformation into the beautiful Aurora. But the role of the princess was given to another blonde, the newly minted angel Elena Kostoleva. By the time of the premiere she will be 13 years old. Not every young athlete has such a responsibility. And the issue of remuneration is probably not pressing for her yet. But was the size of the fees really the proverbial black cat that ran between Sasha and Sonya, forcing the latter to eventually give up performing in the show altogether? Maybe, compared to the salary of the silver medalist of the Beijing Olympics, her own salary seemed too modest to her. Sasha's achievements and merits are, of course, better, but it is not Sonya's fault that since March 2022, Bosnia skaters compete only at domestic competitions and do not have a chance to win international titles. Because of this, it's a shame to always lose out on the price tag for going out in fairy tales, and to work, perhaps even more. However, it is possible that disagreements regarding the fee are the last reason why we will not see Sonya in Plushenko's ice shows in the new season. It is unlikely that she would bother unfollowing Trusova on social networks without a serious reason. There is a conflict that has crossed out the former friendship between the athletes. Last summer, Sonya took Sasha's example, calling her a hero, but since then their relationship has cooled greatly. I am inspired by Sasha Trusova. She is simply a hero and a superman. You can't imagine how persistent she is, how she knows how to infect everyone with her confidence. I have no doubt that she will succeed in everything she wants. Muravyova shared in the Moscow Skater magazine. I would like Sonya to get everything she wants, including revealing oneself in ice shows and recognizing personal achievements in Plushenko's Angels. She is their main, long-lasting star. A person who glorifies the school and raises its status. Did they fight for her to the last, before finally erasing her from the list of heroes of all fairy tales? Or did you follow the motto with a light heart? There are no irreplaceable people.